Good afternoon. I'm Madison Carter. We're going to take you now to new developments this afternoon surrounding Buffalo's Catholic Diocese. A second whistleblower has come to the 7 Eyewitness News I-Team, this time with secret recordings of Bishop Richard Malone. I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie Specht is live outside the Catholic Center, bringing us the bishop, in his own words, concerned his days in Buffalo could be over.
The bishop is said to be in the building behind me here, huddling with his advisors. There's a meeting in about an hour, and the topic of discussion is supposed to be these allegations regarding audio tapings that reveal how Bishop Malone handled an accused predator priest, Father Jeffrey Nowak of Cheektowaga. One person noticeably absent from that meeting of the bishop's inner circle will be Father Richard Biernat, the bishop's former secretary, who has now become whistleblower number 2 in this ongoing diocesan scandal. Let's listen to the bishop and, in his own words, how he handled the allegations against Father Nowak. It's the morning of Friday, August 2nd, and Bishop Richard Malone says he hasn't slept for 2 nights.
We're in a true crisis situation, true crisis. And everyone in the office is convinced this could be the end for me as bishop. It could force me to resign if, in fact, they make a story.
The bishop is concerned about a brewing story regarding seminarians at Christ the King, allegations of a love letter, and claims of sexual harassment by a diocesan priest. And he's sharing these concerns with his trusted secretary, Father Richard Biernat.
I think we're gonna blow this story up into something like an atom bomb if we start talking about that, because then it sounds like a soap opera. It sounds like a love triangle. And you know what the media can do with that.
The story involves Biernat, seminarian Matthew Bojanowski, and Father Jeffrey Nowak, pastor of this church in Cheektowaga. Bishop Malone says he doesn't want the full story to get out.
With all that else that's going on in the diocese and all the attacks on my credibility, that I've known that something's going on here that shouldn't be, and I let it go. I mean, this is a disaster.
When the embattled bishop met with church officials Kathy Spangler and Steve Halter earlier this month, Malone said even his loyal advisors could feel the walls closing in.
But, they really scared me, and they kept saying this could be the end, Bishop. This could be the end.
So how do we obtain these recordings? The bishop's right-hand man gave them to us. Father Richard Biernat, trusted secretary for the bishop for the last 6 years, is now coming forward as whistleblower number 2. Why are you coming forward now?
I realize I have responsibility, not just to the church, but to this community here in Western New York. And what we went through with Mrs. Bishop and Bishop Grosh and others is enough. For the love of God and for the sake of your people here, please resign.
Now, to be clear here, this is just a sampling of the recordings that we have obtained. We've gone through 300 pages of transcripts of these recordings. You can listen to many of those audio recordings and the transcripts on our website. Meanwhile, this shows a bishop really in real time planning how he is going to allow this priest to remain in ministry. The facts show that Bishop Malone allowed Father Nowak to remain in ministry 7 months after he was first made aware of these allegations. At 5 o'clock, we're going to hear more about why Bishop Malone's secretary, his second secretary, I might add, to come forward here against him and be a whistleblower, why that secretary, Father Richard Biernat, is finally breaking his silence and coming forward and putting his career in the Catholic Church in jeopardy. You can hear more on that coming up at 5. Live in the Diocese of Buffalo, Charlie Specht, 7 Eyewitness News.